know that, at the end of the day, we really don't want to let people down and it's not just, to us, it's not a small amount of people that want to actually keep seeing us. And if you're subscribed, we're trying to make it worth it for you guys, constantly bringing you as entertaining as we possibly can be. New content, fresh content, the things that you guys like. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Is one of those things. And if you don't enjoy the Yu-Gi-Oh! And the Pokemon, Final Fantasy, and Fight Vanguard, that's okay. We're also going to bring other type of gameplay footage, which is video games. We're trying to find what it is that you guys might need. So if you guys have any suggestions, leave it in the comments. DM us if you don't like to comment. But don't be afraid to just get in contact with us and let us know. Remember, we are here at 4525 South Main Street here in Los Angeles, California. You can check us out at gamersclub.tcgplayerpro.com, gamersclub.com, and gamersclub@gmail.com. And we are now live on YouTube again, simultaneously broadcasting on Twitch and on YouTube. This is Mick of Gamers Club and Shadow of Gamers Club, bringing you content and lab session. We're doing a lab session this Monday. It's going to be a weekly thing, like I keep telling you guys. Let's see what this deck can do. So what we'll do first, I think, is should we give it a beatdown or should we give it a chance?
I think we should just put it through the ringer.
All right. So right away we're gonna put it right through the ringer, as to see how underperforming it may or may not be.
I feel like that'll give us a better chance to see, because we also, again, we want it to be fun. So even if it doesn't necessarily win a single duel, but we want to see if it just gets completely blown out of the water, or if it gives, a good deck a run for its money. Because essentially that is what we're trying to build here.
Yeah, yes, it's for fun, but also it's not fun just getting wrecked. It really isn't. So you never want to get wrecked. And the goal of the lab session is to hopefully make a deck, that is for fun, but you won't get wrecked because you're playing it. That's not fun for anyone, I think. No matter how much for fun or how much you like the archetype that you're using, getting wrecked with it, just not inherently not gonna make it fun, I think. So hopefully we've done something to mediate that and do something, and that's always fun, to be able to do something if you're a bit annoying. So I'm ready for the cut.
Just trying to really shuffle this really well because it was split up by monster spells and traps. I don't want to run into a handful of traps or a handful of spells, which actually wouldn't be that terrible usually, but it's just better to power shuffle.
Since this is a lab session, I might, go to suggestions to see how it is that he can potentially break the board that I'm doing. Now, that's not to aid his deck, but that's because he's never run it before, and we don't want to make it a one-sided thing, and put all the burden on him of remembering every single combo. Since we are working on it together, maybe we can also, duel it against this deck. I am going to use it to its full potential, but at the same time, knowing the combos that I know here, potentially I could help with some of the combos here. So we'll try that. All right, so I'll give you a cut. You can go ahead and give mine a cut.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Alright, we do have a 15 card extra deck. I like to split my stuff up by Xyz, Fusion, and Synchros. So I'm just do that really quick. 15 card extra deck, 40 card main deck.
Do you want to give mine a cut? I already gave yours a cut. Mine was power shuffle, so I just needed a cut, but that's alright.
I usually like to shuffle
3, 5, and then we decide who will go first. So, off of how you made it, do you have an idea of whether it was a go first or go second deck?
Usually I kind of had the idea that it might be going second deck.
Okay, so let's try that. I'll go first and try to set up a board that hopefully you can get around. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so I'll start off with this. I'm gonna do the same thing that you have. I'm gonna use 1 for 1. I'm gonna send 1 monster card from my hand to the graveyard to special summon 1 level 1 monster from my hand to the deck. So I'll grab my Blue Eyes White Dragon to my hand and special summon Glow Bulb. With that in mind, you can cut. This will go to the graveyard. I will bring this to my hand. Now that this is on the field, I will then go into a Dragon Shrine. That will also allow me to send a few things to the graveyard and deck send just a bit more. So I'll send my Dragon Spirit of White, and then since it's normal now, I can bring this and set up my graveyard a bit. Alright, so then that again is ready for a cut. What can I do from here? With the current hand that I have, I'm not able to do that. So what I'll do is I'll link this away for one of my favorite cards, which is Link Karibo. And I believe with that, since I don't have much of an option after that, I will have to end my turn. So I'm getting off to a bad start, which is kind of good for you and good for the deck. At the end phase, I am able to special summon because of White Stone of the Ancients, 1 Blue Eyes monster. So I'll put him out.
Alright. That was on the end phase, but I already drew. Alright, so I'll activate 1 for 1.
Okay.
I discard 1 card from my hand.
And then I will Ash Blossom that.
Oh, man. Alright, that kind of hurt. Set. I'll set 1 face down, set 1 more card face down, and I end my turn.
Okay.
Having a pretty rough start here. I mean, had that not gotten Ash Blossom, I may have been able to do a little bit more. Not much more, to be perfectly honest, but that's the way the game goes.
At this point, I'm going to use Return of Dragon Lords, which lets me special summon 1 level 7 or 8. That'll be my Dragon Spirit of White, and I'm going to choose this card for banishment.
Off of his effect?
Yeah, of his effect.
I'll chain.
Okay.
When a monster effect is activated, I pay 1,500 life points, negate the activation, and destroy that card.
Okay. I will banish this card in order for me to save it. Let's see.
That backfired on me. Forgot to take into account the return, but oh well.
Okay, let me see this combo. If it works, then I am golden. If not, then I will be kind of screwed. I'll normal summon in order for me to get my effect failure up from the deck into my hand. I believe you have nothing, correct?
Nope.
Okay, so then that lets me grab one effect failure from my hand. Coming from my deck into the hand. Then I will enter battle phase.
Shout out to Dante. Just hit us up on our stream. He's here to say what's up.
What up, bro?
All right. So where were we? Sorry.
I'm entering battle phase.
All right.
So with Dragon Spirit of Light, I'm gonna attack your face down card.
All right. 900 defense, so it gets destroyed. Goes to the extra deck face up since it is a pendulum monster.
I will tag this monster out in order for me to bring out one Blue Eyes White Dragon. I will attack with the Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Forbidden Lance loses 800 attack.
Okay, so then it's only 22.
22, and I've taken 15. I paid 15.
Okay.
22, 15, that's 37.
Yes, 37.
I'm at 37 damage.
Into another 3,000, so
67.
67. Then I'll move into main phase 2. Okay. Main phase 2. Sure. So, oh, isn't this your water right here?
No. I don't know if you want that.
During main phase 2, what I'll do is I will use 2 light monsters to bring out Hip Hoshigan. All light monsters on the field gain 500 attack. Also, all dark monsters on the field lose 400 attack. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, I can target one light monster in my graveyard, add it to my hand. I can only use this effect of Hip Hoshigan once per turn. Then on my main phase 2, I will banish this card in order for me to get this back to my hand. And then I will end my turn.
That's game.
Okay.
2 spell cards, neither of which I could use.
I had a Vec Baylor in my hand.
Alright, that's game 2. Well, that's game 1, on to game 2. Shuffle up a bit here.
Now, before we continue, I just want to say that, this is a deck that I've been working on quite a while, so I've refined it to a place where I feel very comfortable with it. Well, pretty comfortable with it. So, right off the bat, that deck may or may not be something that's absolutely, and like I said, we're not trying to do a high tier competitive deck, but we also don't want to get wrecked, so obviously there's some work that may or may not be needed depending on how this game 2 goes, and hopefully we can learn a little bit.
Shout out to Unknown, aka Octavio, who's also on the stream.
What up, Octavio? We're making a new deck, bro. We're making freaking Buster Blader deck. Warrior / Pendulum. So if you got any suggestions, bro, let us know, because I know you like to build decks. So let us know what we'll break down after this duel what it is we're carrying, and maybe you can make some suggestions. All right, let's go for 5. You choose whether you want to go first or second. Maybe you want to go second again.
I'll go second again. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's see if we can make a board here. Okay, so we will use Melody of the Waking Dragon. So discard 1 card, add up to 2 dragon type monsters with 3,000 or more attack and 2,500 or less defense from my deck to my hand. So obviously I'm gonna get the combo, which is 1 Blue Eyes and 1 alternative Blue Eyes White Dragon. So that's gonna be right off the bat combo. I'm already putting dragons into my graveyard, which may or may not help his deck. Now I'm starting to think that perhaps that one of Dragon Capture Jar might be good in the deck. And that's why we wanted to use this deck particularly to see if it did anything to dragons, you know. After that I'm going to reveal in order for me to special summon. I'll do Return of Dragon Lords, which special summons this back, or special summons it to the field. Right off the bat, I'm going to go ahead and use Pot of Desires. I have the confidence that this awesome, amazing, good card, especially with the way I filled my deck and its consistency, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, will help me out with the 2 cards that I get from it. So, okay, so I banished a few things. Doesn't really worry me. You know, if anything, I hope to end the duel with it 3 turns. So whatever it was, I'm not too worried about what it would, you know. Okay, then I will normal summon. Let's see. I will synchro summon into that just because I don't know if he'll be able to out attack me, but I don't want to leave that dragon there, so I'm gonna do Silver's Cry. I could have done other things, but I think right now, because of the effects and stuff, I don't want to do much else other than that. And I've set up some protection for my own monster, some negate, and go for it.
Emblem of Dragon Destroyer. Add 1 Buster Blader from your deck to your hand. Response?
No, none.
So then I search for my Buster Blader.
Okay.
Shuffle a cut. Pot of Duality.
Okay.
I reveal the top 3 and then choose 1 to add to my hand. 1, 2, 3. Now we'll add Dragon Pit Magician. Shuffle the rest back.
Now that I'm thinking about it with the cards that I have in my hand, especially this one, I could have potentially had, because of, I don't know, blow up bulb, bring it back, and then I could have maybe gone into 2 light monsters. That would have left me, let's see, that, then I could have gotten 1 back and then synchro summon. I could have done it. But I chose to go the higher attack rather than the higher effects.
What is
which
this?
may bite me.
What is this?
I can negate graveyard effect, and 2 or more monsters cannot be special. So it's a special summon at the same time. Also, I can tag it out for another light synchro monster. Quick effect.
Set one card. Now activate my pendulum scales.
Okay, that can already be bad for me, I can tell. Luckily, though, I didn't leave any of my dragons in my graveyard.
And he can be tagged out, right?
Yes.
Like he can just swap himself out to something else.
Now, here with the blue eyes, usually you tag out into something that protects it from effect destruction. Because that's what they're vulnerable to. They're not necessarily always vulnerable to attacks. So the utility of the tag out is usually for effect protection, not for brute strength. So brute strength, it kind of gets over it because it expects it to not be able to be brutally.
Pendulum summon 1.
Okay.
So I can only pendulum summon 1. And this card gains 500 attack for each dragon type monster your opponent controls or is in their graveyard.
Oh crap! I didn't count on that.
So that's 5, 10, 15. And I can discard 1 pendulum monster and destroy 1 face-up monster on the field. And I'll discard Odd-Eyes Pendulum Dragon to pop the...
Okay.
the
Like I
alternative.
said, so I guess that's to bait out my monster in order for me to bring out that and protect it from effect destruction.
Okay, I'll set 1 card. And now enter battle. And wait, they can't be destroyed?
By card effect.
That card effect.
Cannot be destroyed by or targeted by. So the utility of that is to negate destruction by card effect. However, they kind of rely on their strength, so they're not really worried about.
Alright, so I'll enter battle phase and I'll attack the
Alternative?
alternative, yeah.
Okay, with how much?
15 plus 26.
That leaves 41.
Yeah, 41.
Okay, so I take 1,100 life points. Actually, I'll take it. However, I will banish the Return of Dragon Lords in order for me to save it.
Alright. That seems like that's all I can do for now, so I'll pass turn.
Okay. I will draw for turn. Monster Reborn. I don't want more dragons. All it does is fuel you up. I don't have a target for that, so I didn't use it. So, but either way, he's in my graveyard. Okay. Wow.
Blow up hope, maybe?
No, I can get the glow bulb out, so I'll do that. Effective glow bulb to special summon by discarding top card of my deck.
Oh, alright, I missed.
Now, let's see if I can get around this. Let's see, your monster is higher attack. But I need to make room for my... Oh, okay, so, let's see.
He's at 46 right now.
He is at 46, that's right. Okay, so I'll use 2 light monsters in order for me to go into hit potion again. Which are these 2. my secret monsters. Both of them. We'll go into the graveyard. A Poshigan. Then I will overlay.
Oh, I'll. Never mind. I got no response to that.
Then I will overlay
And I'll strike.
on the final one.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the photon, on the full armor. I'll strike the full armor.
His effect of being able to be synchro summoned or special summoned by.
On his summon.
Okay.
On the
his
summon,
special-
I'll strike the
Okay.
summon.
Destroy. Okay. I have no protection from graveyard to protect the dragon type. No, I do not. Okay, so then I will.
Looks like this second duel is going a lot more in my favor. Maybe that first one maybe was just a bad shuffle.
Nightmare Cerberus. Discard one card. Wait. Oh yeah, if this card is link summon, I can discard one card, then target one special summon monster in my opponent's main monster zone, destroy it. So
Alright, I'll chain. Forbidden Lance. Loses 800 attack, but is unaffected by other spell and traps. Oh, crap. Oh, alright, I read that wrong initially.
if you had Chalice, Chalice would work. It would gain the. So maybe yeah. So Chalice would be the one. Chalice would negate my effect, but I would gain 400 attack, which
Yeah,
means nothing.
thought it was the. But that was a different one. I still got to get used to this deck. And this is why we're playtesting, so we can get used to it.
So
but-
maybe Forbidden Chalice might be the one that's more viable in this deck, or 3 of.
Yeah. So what does that do? It just pops.
Yeah, it just pops from the cost of me discarding one card.
Damn.
Then I will enter battle phase and hit you for 1600, and I will end my turn.
31. Wait, Pendulum Summon.
Okay. Bam.
And
Okay.
now attack for 25. And he's at 16.
Mm-hmm.
So he does 14 damage, but he does double damage. So
Oh, I'll effect value the damage, the effect of it. Can I? Or do I miss time?
No, because it would be, that's only for the main phase. This is during battle.
Oh, okay. Okay, I missed timing, so and it double.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 14 would be 28.
Okay.
You had taken how much?
28. I have taken not much. It was 1100, I believe, because you were at 41.
Yeah.
So 1100, and then this
1128.
38.
38.
Oh, 3900.
39.
Yeah. Okay.
39. I took 16 and 15, 31.
Yeah.
I've taken 31.
And I've taken 39. Alright, so you're up on the duel. I draw one card. I use Return Dragon Lords. Level 7 or 8. Special summon alternative, which has been first
Properly summoned.
properly summoned. I will enter battle phase and hit you for the 500, then end my turn.
Alright. Draw for turn. Whoa. Alright. Pendulum summon.
Shit. Effect Veiler.
Fuck. Alright. Graveyard. How many dragons?
Oh shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6.
6 and 7.
2,
That's
4, 6, 7.
7 engraved.
Yes. 7 in total.
Oh, 7 in total. 7 times 5 is 35.
Yes. 35.
3,500 and 2,600.
35 and 26. That's 6,100, I believe.
61 and 25 is 85. So if you have nothing to stop the 2 attacks, that's game.
Is it? Oh, so go into it just so we can play it out.
Alright. So I'll enter battle and hit for, what did we say? 35 and 6 would be, 35 and 6 would be
35 and 26. So that's 56. 61. Yeah, 61. So I would take 3,100 plus.
oh, well, it would just be that it
4,500.
doesn't get destroyed because this is only 2,500
Yeah.
attack.
Yeah, and I would banish that. So let's see. So right now the difference is 31, and I've taken 44. So 31 plus 44 would be 76. I'm down to 400 life points, I believe.
So you took 31 and you had already taken how much?
Well, I was 39, and then I took the other 500.
39.
Oh, well, how much was it when you doubled it?
28.
Oh, okay. So then that is game then, I believe.
Yeah, I believe. Well, I wasn't keeping track of your life points very well, so I was trying to keep track of mine.
Cause which one did you hit? You hit which one did you hit? Oh, Nightmare Cerberus was 16,
Yeah.
25. And I was at 39 down. I had lost 39. So then when you hit it, that was 900. Double that is 18. 18 plus 39. So it'd be 18 plus 39.
Plus 1,800. That's 5,700.
And then the difference right now is 3,100.
Yep. Plus 31.
Alright, so he overkilled me by 700 life points
Yeah.
on that attack with Buster Blader. So there you guys go. You actually got me. He was able to out a lot of the responses that I had. Alright, we'll do one more. That way we can what's the comment saying?
Dante's saying we're gonna have to stress test this deck. I don't know, man. This deck is looking solid. Getting up to 4,600 attack. And that's with no equipped spells and nothing else in the, and that's without going into the fusion, because the fusion gains 1,000 attack.
Alright.
And he has
so-
higher base stats. So I don't know, this deck is looking good.
Obviously,
Looks
there might,
promising.
there might be some tweaks that we might have to do, but
May not look good necessarily. I think that's a bit of an overstatement at this point, but it does look promising. It does look like it has some pretty decent potential to actually do stuff.
and we can always, add things like side deck like Ash Blossoms and potentially some Drolls. And maybe have something that makes a board setup a little bit better and faster. And that suggestion might come from one of you guys, so don't be afraid to leave it in the comment and let us know what you guys are thinking. Let me check Twitch. What's going on there? All right. Have you cut my deck?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna draw my 5 already. So now, do you want to go first just to see what it's like going first with it? Or do you feel more comfortable if we just keep going second with it?
I think I should go first just because it's going to come up eventually and I want to see what that
Okay.
kind of looks like.
All right. Go for it.
Alright. Activate Emblem of Dragon Destroyer to add 1 Buster Blader to my hand.
Ooh, right off the bat. So I guess the question of whether 2 may be enough, it seems like it might be. It seems like it just might be.
Yeah, it's essentially your 4th and 5th copy of Buster Blader.
Yeah. So he's been getting it out pretty consistently, his Buster Blader, at least to his hand. Whether it's coming out to the field, we don't know yet. So the combos are gonna go off right here. You guys can see that. That's gonna be the first thing. Obviously that's gonna get used. Then that. Well, actually probably in this order. This one, obviously that's the target right there. Then that one. And then that one.
Alright, let's see how this goes.
Alright.
I'll set 1, 2, set 2, activate Destruction of Sword Infusion. I'm using from my hand 1 Buster Blader and 1 Dragon type monster.
Oh god damn.
Fusion summon?
It doesn't say you have to banish them?
No. This fusion summon 1 fusion monster that lists Buster Blader as material from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or either side of the field as fusion material.
Whoa, so you can use my dragons.
If this card is in your graveyard, you can send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard, add this card back to your hand.
So he's potentially running like multiple copies of it. So that's not even a heavy more than 1 copy. Although he has used his entire hand just to get this big monster out. Maybe I can get over it, maybe I can't. I don't know.
This card gains 1,000 attack and defense for each dragon type monster your opponent controls or is in their graveyard. Change all dragon type monsters your opponent controls to defense position. Also, dragon type monsters in your opponent's position cannot activate their effects.
Dragons have their effects negated. Yo, Dante, what up, man? Come stress test this deck. Alright, so with that,
And if it hits a defense position monster, it does piercing battle damage. And with that,
woo!
I pass turn.
Alright, so I'm gonna draw 1 card. Damn. Alright, things are not looking up for me. This could be potentially just because I run dragons. But it's looking good right now. Okay, let's see. Obviously, I'm gonna do the trade-in, and I'll pay the cost for that, which is my blue as I turn a dragon, knowing that he has no hand, and no response with the trap card. Correct? To special summon, because I am going to draw 2 cards. Oops.
No.
I don't know what I'm doing right there. Okay, I'm gonna draw 2 cards. Okay, 2 of them. Nice. Okay, so right off the bat, I already have something. Okay. I'm gonna use my melody in order for me to drop my stone. My stone allows me to grab one extra blue eyes aside from the two that I'm gonna grab, which is 1 and 2. Because of the stone, I grabbed one more blue eyes white dragon from my deck to my hand. All that's coming to my hand. Which, now that I think about it, these beaters are not going to be able to do much to it. And dragon types cannot activate their effects, so I can't even pop them with alternative. Let's see what else I can do. Dragons. So, wait, just dragons cannot activate their effects?
Yeah, just dragons.
Alright, so that's kind of specific. It's going to help against this.
It also changes all dragon type monsters your opponent controls to defense position.
Okay, so that's not good. That is not good at all. But I am going to do Dragon Shrine. And it's going to let me set up my graveyard a little bit more for my, hopefully, combos that I will make happen. So, first I have to drop him. Then, that. Dragons aren't necessarily the most, meta relevant right now, but there are some decks that run dragons, so and a lot of people like dragons. So let's see. Okay, so I've set up my graveyard. Do I have to wait till the end turn for that? That is a question not easily answered. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to reveal one of my blue eyes, obviously, in order for me to special summon.
Yep. And because the Spirit of White is not technically in his possession as a monster, because it's an unknown in the hand, it should still be able to resolve that effect. Its second effect cannot resolve because of Buster Blader.
Jeez, okay, so that's not going to resolve either. If I were to try to somehow get my Dragon Spirit of White onto the field, it says when it is special summoned, it gets to pop a back row or banish a back row. But that's on the condition that it hits the field. So this card is treated.
Battery,
Okay.
down to 10%.
You can target one spell trap card when this card is special summon, normal or special summon. So I'm not gonna be able to do that. Let's see, what else can I get out? Might not be able to do anything with that. So seems like I'm a normal summon. Grab one more effect veiler from my deck to my hand. Then I'm going to use two monsters with different names in order for me to go into Nightmare Cerberus. Luckily I have the Nightmares in here. Where is it? Discard one from my hand in order for me to destroy that.
Oh, and there he goes.
And there's the
Silver Scry.
3K.
Now, yeah, that was kind of easy to get over, in a sense, but, a lot of resources were wasted for that one card on
Alright.
both sides.
Then I'm going to enter battle phase, hit for 4,600, and then I'll pass it over to you. If you have a Monster Reborn, then you can easily get that back, and
Nope.
I will be screwed.
And he can't be reborn, actually. He can only be fusion summoned. So I think that's game.
Let's
I
see,
drew no
I'll
monsters.
drew card.
Give me for 46, another 46, and I have
Response to
nothing
it.
to respond.
Okay, there you guys have it. So
I almost had it. You know, needs maybe a little bit more protection for this guy.
But it lets us see what we're working with. If you guys saw, when it hit me pretty hard, and all the resources I had to play around. I really had to think about it and play around and use my resources in order for me to... And had I not had the nightmare stuff, which is obviously essential, so maybe some of that might be useful here. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Labs with Gamerz Klubb Yu-Gi-Oh! This is the first of weekly programming, so please, if you're on Twitch, you know, become a subscriber. On YouTube, if this is your first time, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so that you don't miss. Tomorrow night we will be on. I don't know. We might either do Fortnite or I'm not sure exactly what we'll be doing tomorrow, but we will let you guys know. So check us out on Facebook and Instagram, and we'll make a post about it. Also on Twitter. Check us out at gamerzclub.tcgplayerpro.com, gamerzclub.com, gamerzclub@gmail. If you really don't want to go through any of those avenues, you just want to send us a question about anything, go ahead and do that. Thank you guys for watching. Anything you want to tell them, Shadow?
You know, come down, catch a duel, stress test this deck if you guys want to. 4525 South Main Street. If you guys need, you know, any booster packs, deck boxes, sleeves, retro video games. We do retro video games also. Mats.
Yeah, we do retro. This is a hobby shop more than just a card shop. So we do carry brand new games, old school games, retro stuff,
comic books,
collectible figures, pop figures. We're gonna put those on our website and TCG Player if they allow that. But anyway, look us up, TCG Player, gamerzclub.tcgplayerpro.com. Thank you guys for watching, and this is Mick and Shadow of Gamerz Klubb. Till next time, we're going off air. Thank you guys for watching. Buster Blader, guys.